The PR in The Atlantic talks about timeless themes and the core principles of the founders. How noble. And David Frum has a comfy seat. He worries about the end of the American enterprise. He really means the American ideal. Apparently, the American enterprise is better clickbait. He explains that the American ideal is a good thing, which has brought immigrants by the millions. Actually, migrants come for the quality of life, but don't let's get stuck on reality. But the American ideal is collapsing. To make the case, he goes back to the year 448 AD when the Byzantine emperor gave lavish gifts to Attila the Hun. That was to stave off an invasion. Next, we hear about gifts for Trump given to stop his tariffs. So America is now Byzantium, and Trump's illegality is the end of our democracy. The stupidity of this is off the chart. It's also par for the course for top-shelf pundits. They're trained to repeat corporate talking points in colorful ways, and it works like a charm. The video has 833,000 views, 6,500 likes, and no downvotes. Here we see the ritual of celebrity worship. It's amazing, but also very sad to see how much fakery the public will swallow. Drawing false conclusions from similar events is the work of talented spin doctors, and Frum artfully goes back in time. The true story is a bit more recent. First off, Trump's crimes are a passing thing. The American system is tougher than nails and should be more than a match for the Orange Man. But notice I hedged the bet there. The weasel has 3 more years to undermine us, and no one can predict the future. Yet even now, players on both sides of the pond are pushing back like a bulldozer. As for the tariffs, there is a way to do them. They're best used carefully and sparingly and combined with subsidies. You want to help key industries, those that support the rest of the economy or that provide important services. Of course, mainstream economists don't mention any of this. The public have no clue, and with no one allowed to argue, scammers like Frum can easily falsify the subject. It's an ongoing project, which leaves room for politicians to maneuver. And you can bet that Trump's version will be part of the supply-side agenda already in progress. To recap, that includes deregulation, deficit tax cuts, economic meltdown, and other delights. The deficit cripples government and transfers cash to investors directly through the tax cuts and indirectly through interest payments on the debt. Deregulation allows businesses to, shall we say, cut a few corners. That leads to economic meltdown, which fattens corporations with bailouts. It allows them to capture market share, and monopoly power lets them gouge the public with inflation. This is the Republican half of the class war agenda, in place over the last 50 years. The Democratic half of the class war agenda is the reason we lost the election. And the Democratic half of the class war agenda is explained in detail in the Big Book of Propaganda available on Amazon. It's imperative for the public to understand. These are the issues that need dealing with. Needless to say, you won't hear a word about them from leading pundits. Frum's Byzantine drama is one example of an endless supply of trickery. As it turns out, the stupidity of the pundit class is a major reason the political system is collapsing. And it may be time to take a break from the spin machine. Also, please like and subscribe, and say hi in the comments. With an army of spin doctors trashing the public square, it's never been more important to support quality intel.